hydrate in there. Well, welcome to Daytona International Speedway, qualifying underway for the Golden Eagle Stirrups Superspeedway Series. Checking in on who's actually rolling out there. We got Logan Pugh, Matt Benke, Kelly Hyatt, Jake Lawrence, Davis Greenwell. Matt Benke looks to be the farthest ahead. It's a one-lap quali. Ride with Matt. Don't have a full field of 20 tonight, so it could be a bit of a different field tonight. Fewer trucks on track could make a more green flag, more strategy-based race. You see the 35 Amtrak machine. Assuming it's some kind of Amtrak. Metra. It's got a train on the front, okay? Matt and his trains. Got a half lane up off the bottom. Out of turn number 4, heading to the trioval. Should be our first lap time to come in. And it is a 50.7 for Matt Benke, beats Kelly Hyatt. Hyatt puts in a 9:39. Checking on Logan. There's Logan. Logan with a 7:08 to the top of the board for the 0-1. Trenton's out there. Ethan is out there. Mikey's rolling now. Jake coming to the line. Jake blows the motor. 52.9. Slow one for Jake. Let's check on TJ. Colin. Ethan. Trenton. Ethan's farther along. We'll ride with Ethan. And Montro's just now starting to roll. Colin T goes 51.0, moves into 5th spot. Ethan Evers goes to 4th. Trenton right behind goes to 2nd. Logan Pugh 7:08 holding up right now. Mikey's getting up to speed. TJ as well. TJ at 50.8 goes to 5th. Montrose and Mikey, last two trucks out there to qualify. So we have a 15 truck field unless someone jumps in the next minute and a half. We'll see if they can make it go green longer tonight. Good points night available for even guys that have a problem tonight. On good side of a smaller field. Sammy, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Pandas. Hope you had a great time over in Sammy's stream. We're getting set for Superspeedway racing in the old Silverados. You're dead. You're dead. Welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. Mikey goes to 2nd. See where Ian's going to go. I'm dead, that's fine. It's okay. See if Ian's going to make it back to the line in time. Jeremy Scherer is not, but Montrose might. Down into the flat in the 1. 50.8 to 1. Should put him 3rd, just ahead of Trent. Nope. A lot of time changed. Trenton showing a 59. That was weird. There you go. Montrose goes P6. That is the end of qualifying. Logan Pugh is your pole sitter. You'd rather be behind Mikey anyway. Logan Pugh is your pole sitter. Let's see if Logan's hanging out in chat. Logan is hanging out in chat. Logan, DG, you got a copy?
What's up, DG?
Not a whole lot. You win, done, gone, and got one of them there poles for yourself there tonight. How good does that feel?
Feels pretty good. The season hasn't really been too great for me so far. I only got one top 10, so starting up front, I think will be a positive outlook on the race, and hopefully we can get some good points and hopefully a good finish.
Well, we only got 16 trucks tonight, so it has to be pretty good chances for your second top 10 of the season, right?
I hope so. I was talking about that with my teammate Kelly. So, yeah, hopefully it's good. Got Steel Power Equipment on board. Thanks for them for coming on board. You for doing the broadcast. Everybody on the league. Kelly for helping me out. And let's go racing.
And 4, good luck.
Thank you.
That was a very well done interview. Good job, Logan. Run through our starting lineup presented by our friends at the Wannagoons. As soon as we get our little lineup card there we go. Logan Pugh is your pole sitter in the 0-1. Mike Edwards, the 14 Golden Eagle truck, starts in second. Trenton Sneed Tombstone Game Farm truck in third. Matt Benke, the Metra truck, starts in fourth. And look out, it looks like a train coming through. Ethan Evers, the Bud truck, starts in fifth. Ian Montrose, Dirty Mo Media truck, starts sixth. TJ Floyd, the Apple Computer truck, in seventh. Davis Greenwell, Low Drag truck, in eighth. Kelly Hyatt, Valspar truck, starts ninth. Colin Teague, this very bright 54, starts in 10th. Jake Lawrenson, the Sharpie truck, starts 11th. Lucas Weiswa, roll off in the Labor 12. That's a throwback, rolling off 12th. Dalton Hayes, scheduled to start 13th. Don't see him on track. Gatlin Downey, also not on track, would start 14th. So 2 trucks not showing up just yet. Jeremy Scherer would start 15th in the, well, whatever you want to call that. John Taylor in the Corona truck starts in 16th. And that is our 16 truck starting grid. 2 of them not out there just yet, so that's why we're still sitting here. Looks like Gatlin has made it out there. And let's look at Gatlin. There you go. He's running the old Golden Eagle truck for us. Got the series logo and everything on it. And looks like Dalton's starting from the pit lane. That's the truck in the background that just popped up. There he is. Traveler Whiskey 47 machine. All right, thanks Wannagoons for our starting lineups. Let's get a quick chat with Mr. Trenton, starting third. Trent, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we're starting up there in that third spot. We got 60 laps, the old Silverados. Not a lot of trucks out there. You think maybe strategy is going to be much more of a play than usual here?
Yes, actually, that's something I was just discussing with Ian, what a potential play could be. I'm in a fucking pickle because, man, I'm second row, and I don't like pushing at the beginning of these things, and here I am right behind the freaking leader.
Well, that just means you can let people get down in front of you, right?
Yeah, but the leader, they tend to not like it when you don't push.
Yeah,
like,
is that your problem?
It can become my problem, yeah.
Later in the race when they get, yeah, that's true. But, I mean, for right now, it's kind of their problem.
My current plan, because the outside is usually pretty dominant for old Daytona. If I can keep the 01 out and he leads a lap, there's his lap lead. My ass is no longer pushing because I don't want to be the reason we all eat shit from a potential bad push. Oh my god, he just downshifted. I thought that was oh god. I hear I'm like, yep, this is it.
Wait. Alright, man. Say hi to the folks.
Hi everybody!
And we'll wish you good luck, my friend.
Thank you.
Eventually I'll get you back with you again. There we go. Quick chat with Trenton. Always a good time. Field working into the tri-oval. Pace car is going to make that left and get out of our way. There it goes. And here we go. Logan Pugh, Mike Edwards, your front row. And wouldn't you know it, Chevrolet occupies all 16 spots in this race. Green flag out in the air. Pugh and Edwards leading the 2 lanes. Inside's getting a bit of an advantage. Trenton actually got a little of the apron there. He might get clear of Edwards. Dang, he did. Trenton pushes Logan Pugh way on out there. Hey, Racy. Good to see you. Welcome in. The Edwards alongside Montrose. Matt Benke, the pusher. Trenton has pushed Logan Pugh out there. He said he doesn't like to do it. He hasn't even had to be on his bumper. He's been just close enough to push on out there. Matt Benke not really hooking up with Edwards all that great. And the top 2 gets his lap led. Now we'll see if Trenton does what he said and bails out of there. Here comes the outside starting to form back up. Matt Benke. I don't know if he's doing a little bit of object permanence or what. He's all over the place. Maybe he's trying to keep air on the nose. Maybe Who knows? Ian's bailing out. Trenton's bailing out. They had enough. Ian may have bailed out a little too hard there. At least he has Trenton to come back up with him. They go to the back. Davis Greenwell around the outside of Mike Edwards. It's Lucas Hoitzman, the 97, pushing Davis Greenwell out to the lead. Davis Greenwell coming to the pit lane. And goes into the grass. Not sure what Davis has got going on here. Made it to the lead and went to the pit lane. Didn't hear anything from him. I think he is tired. Anyway, Mike Edwards, Logan Pugh, Matt Benke, your top three. Lucas getting the push there in the outside lane from Kelly Hyatt and the 05 of Gatlin Downey. Dalton Hayes' plan was to just turn a lap or two. Dalton Hayes back on the pit lane. Davis Greenwell an extended stay on the pit lane. Both those trucks now go a lap down as the field roars by. Mike Edwards picks up another lap. There we got one on the wall. It's the Corona truck into John into the 54 of Colin Teague. 81 Trenton Sneed went back there to avoid the wreck and gets in the wreck. That is sad irony. Jeremy Shearer may have been the other truck. There he is, 15. Went for a ride there. Let's take a look, see what happens. They get kind of squirrely, then 00 gets in the outside wall, comes down into Colin Teague, trying to rip it off the wall. Gets into John Taylor, and they all crash horrendously. And Trenton Sneed, nowhere to go, runs right into the back of John. Ian looks like he made it through there. That is going to be a fast repair for Jeremy Shearer and Trenton Sneed if they can make it back around. I think Ian really does sneak through there. One more time. It's behind Trenton. Oh my gosh. He gets a piece of the 54. Not bad. He'll probably come down and pull that fender out on the left front. Yeah, he's got a little damage. Time to make a comeback. What up, Omar? Field catching the pace car. Looks like we've lost Lucas Hoitzman, Davis Greenwell. Dalton Hayes went down the pit lane for a lap and back out there. John Taylor machine quite damaged. Jeremy Shearer gonna have to take a fast repair, as is Trenton. Trenton just wrong place, wrong time. Let's see if John is hanging out in chat to have a quick word. Don't see him there, don't see him there. No John. Can't ask him what happened. Let's see Colin. Ian does have a little nose damage. He'll have to come down, fix the nose of that number one. See if fuel is a big importance here. It's like should see just about everybody, unless someone wants to stay out for a lap lead. Don't think they would do that here though. Whole field coming down. Shearer just now gets there. John Taylor. Dalton already on the pit lane. Pit lane, a very busy place. Sure be a lot of fuel only stops. Fuel for Pew. Mikey may be taking tires. He is. Tires for that Golden Eagle. Number 14 truck. Jake Lawrence will come out in second. Mike Edwards third. Okay, Hyatt fourth. Matt Benke fifth. Looks like Dalton has retired the 47. We're down to 13 already. 10% into the race. TJ Floyd, Gatlin Downey, John Taylor, Jeremy Shearer, Trenton Sneed, Ian Montrose, Colin Teague. Not a lot of trucks out here for Superspeedway night, and a lot of them already out. Dalton Hayes, Lucas Hoitzman, Davis Greenwell out of the race. It's like Teague is chosen not to take a fast repair, heading back out. Trenton did take his. Back out he goes. I think he wanted not to, but he had to. That truck was torn up. Well, let's talk with Trent. Well, that's not what you're supposed to do when you drop back to the back of the field.
Yeah, I pulled a cleat-sized zig when I should have zagged.
Unfortunate. You were safer up front.
That normally does not happen with me.
Those few trucks, it's probably not that surprising. And we've already lost 3 more, so 13 trucks left. Nowhere to go but up for you right now.
Well, now I have to stay back here. I had to use my quick repair.
Yep, use your quick repair, as has Jeremy Sher and John Taylor. So there's 3 of you out there that have to be on your P's and Q's.
Yeah, my reads are going to be a lot better. Worst part is I'm stone sober, so I can't blame intoxication on that one.
Oh no. Why are you sober on a Friday night?
Because I kind of want to get food after this.
That does sound good. I have food waiting for me right now. I just can't eat it because I have to keep talking.
Yeah, I made that mistake once, and that's how I got my nickname.
Nice. All right, man. Let's see if we can pull this thing together. Even Racy Mug's in chat, so we got everybody hanging out.
Hello, everyone, again.
All right, man. Take care, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I'm hitting the wrong button. There we go. Now he's in the right chat. Lights out on the pace cars as it enters the backstretch. About half a lap away from turning them loose again. I'm going to try to get some food because I'm dizzy. My goodness, it's so yummy. I have chicken Alfredo pizza. Badger done good. Alright, Dalton, hopefully your situation gets a little better. Am I going to share? Probably not. They're little tiny, like, freezer section pizzas. I'm probably not going to share. No. No, Sammy. Alright, we're down to 13. So we told Trent nowhere to go but up. Logan Pugh gets us going once again. Green flag back out in the air. So we complete lap 7. Start lap number 8 of 60. Hopefully we'll have enough trucks by the end of this race. Logan Pugh gets a huge jump. Inside lane on the restart's been really good. Usually exit of turn 2 is where the outside line starts to make a push. We'll see if Mikey jumps up there. He kind of thought about it, still thinking about it. Now he's going to do it. Up in front of his teammate, Jake Lawrence. They're going to push down the backstretch, and by Logan Pugh losing the pusher for a little bit, that's going to be advantage Edwards on the outside. See if they can clear. Mikey wants to bring Jake down, and they do. And 10 Cents goes first to second. Logan Pugh now third. Kelly Hyatt leading the outside lane. Ethan Evers in the 8th. Coming in the 7th spot there, the old Bud truck. Doing it for Dale Jr. John Taylor got that fast repair. Not afraid, driving it right back up there. Got to be careful now. This could get into a nice calm race if people don't hit the wall. Could see it go green for a while. We don't have a 20-25 truck field that people are usually really anxious to get to the front. This is much more calm than we're used to seeing in this series. Outside lanes now being led by Logan Pugh up in front of teammate Kelly Hyatt. And they are drifting to the back. Gatlin Downey in the 05 closing in. Joins that top party. John Taylor going from the apron almost to the door of the double of the 01. Gotta be careful with that. TJ Floyd running in 4th. Matt Benke in 3rd. I don't know about y'all, but I'm rooting for a Matt Benke victory tonight because Matt just could use a victory. He just could. The old cock machine passing Jeremy Sher. Battle of trucks that have used a fast repair. The cock farmer hanging out in 13th and Trying to save that truck for the end of the race. We got 50 laps to get there. Over a half hour from now. It'll be a while before I think Trenton makes some serious moves. Some strategy plays. I think we'll have 2 stops tonight. They did just take 1, so I don't know what that did to their fuel mileage. Helped them out. Can't hurt, that's for sure. See if Mikey's hanging out in a radio chat. He is. Hi, Cody.
Hey.
Why are you not running?
Because I was on my way home from work and I got at home as soon as
Oh no.
yeah, literally like as soon as qualifying ended,
Oof. Well, I'll let you be our reporter for the 10-10s team tonight. How about that?
Okay.
All right, so your first order of business is to go in there and find out how the fuel mileage looks as we get a yellow. In the back of his chat. We got a crash in the back. Gatlin Downey is involved. Let's see if Trenton made it through. That is what most people will want to know. Into the tri-oval they go. A little out of shape. And, oh, turns the 05 Montrose. Trenton makes it through there. Oh my god, that was close. Colin gets a black flag. Spinning into the pits. We'll clear that for him. He has more problems than that. But, you know.
I could have missed it.
Colin, you get a black?
Oh yeah, I didn't realize. I got a black for when I spun in the pit lane.
Yeah, I get you here. Give me a sec. All right. Got that thing care for him. So that started around Montrose and the 05, Gatlin Downey. Let's go back. See what happened. Gatlin just ahead of Montrose. They check up. Montrose checks up. And Ian goes to the inside, and I don't think Gatlin knew. One truck had gone down there. Gatlin goes across the nose of the one. Spins the 05 around. And we are under caution for that. Did we lose any more fast repairs? Colin's still torn all to hell. Gatlin's torn all to hell. Trenton made it through. Sure, I don't know if he got through there. Let's check. Let's check. I hope so. Oh yeah, he backed it way down. He's good. So it's going to be the 05, the 1. Does Ethan make it? He does not. Ethan and Colin T get a big piece of it. Well, that is the 4 trucks involved. See if the 8 has to come down, fix it up. Everybody's going to come down for fuel at least. Except John Taylor, he stayed out. Trying to see if we got a fast repair on Ethan or not. Nope, not yet. Truck is torn up. Let's do a damage assessment. John Taylor stays out here. Mike Edwards on and off the pit roads, clean. Logan Pugh, fuel only clean. Jake Lawrence, fuel only and clean. Matt Banky, fuel only and clean. Montrose, fuel only, still has a little bit of damage to the nose of this thing. He has saved his fast repair, so not taking it yet. Trenton Sneed obviously had to take his, made it through clean. Fuel and tires for Trenton. Jeremy Scher, fuel and tires and a fast repair for the 15. Colin Teague, fuel, tires, fast repair. TJ Floyd, damage repair on the 49. No fast repair taken. Ethan Evers, damage repair. You see that fender pulled out pretty good there on the 8 truck. We saw it was totally crunched in there, but after 37 seconds, the Bud crew was able to pull that back out. Kelly Hyatt looking pretty good shape. Won't see much damage there. And Gatlin Downey, extended stay. Does have the fast repair available. Decided to pull all the fenders out the hard way. Save that fast repair. So of the trucks we're running, the ones that have used the fast repair, our leader John Taylor, Trenton Sneed in 7th, Jeremy Scher 8th, and Colin Teague in 9th. Well, there you go. John Taylor stays out. Decided it was not time for the Corona crew to pit. We pulled John in for a chat, but I think he is over the Monagoons. Fortunately, I can just go over there.
Here soon, so.
Hello.
Yo, I don't know who joined just now, but yo.
It's the broadcaster DG.
It's the broadcast.
Coming to
Dollar
say.
General Swiss.
Coming to say,
Howdy.
why did you stay out here?
Stayed out just because I didn't have my black box set up in time.
Perfect. Good to know.
So I'm gonna fucking run it, bro.
All right. Well, we've already had one issue where you kind of got to the outside wall, then ripped it left into another truck. How does that feel from your perspective?
Felt a massive checkup in front of me there. I tried going out of the way so I wouldn't slam the back of Gatlin, and everything just happened at once.
Stand for. We're leading the race now. That has to feel good to pick up a bonus point for your season here. We'll see how
Yeah.
long that's a good thing for you.
Yeah, we'll see.
Alright.
Hopefully these tires stay good, and let's get the racing.
Good luck.
Yep.
Yeah, Omar's here. Beta, Sammy, everybody up in here. What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great Friday. We're a quarter of the way through this race. Well, about to be. Where is Colin going? Dropping to the tail of the field. Beta. It's a Friday night Golden Eagle Syrup Superspeedway Series. Lost Hoytsma, Greenwell, and Hayes. Hayes is under the weather, so start and park effort there. Assuming the low draggers had something they had needed to do, so seems to be some start and parks there as well. Michael won a lot of these super speedways. He's in second, leading the trucks that have pit on this caution. Got the old Brett Holmes machine up there riding P2. Logan Pugh in third, Jake Lawrence fourth. Then you have Matt Benke, Ian Montrose, TJ Floyd, Jeremy Sherry, Ethan Evers, Kelly Hyatt, Trenton Sneed, Gatlin Downey, and Colin Teague. 1 in 13 chance, basically, of one of these drivers getting a win tonight. Normally it's about 1 in 25, so that has to feel pretty good for him. Take advantage of this short field. Pace car heads off. John Taylor going to lead him to the green flag. Green flag is out. Here comes the push from Logan Pugh. Some guys near the front that normally aren't that far to the front. To hold our breaths, make sure we don't crash them. John Taylor leads him into one with the push from Logan Pugh. Matt Benke trying to get clear in third. Jake Lawrence pushing teammate Mike Edwards. Ian Montrose tucked in there. TJ Floyd up at the top as well. Shares to the bottom. Got two teammates to his outside. Part of that 10 tenths crew. The 01 jumps to the outside, wants to go to the race lead. Gets in front of Mike Edwards. Matt Benke going to have to close in on the 00, give him a push. Oh, Edwards gets pushed from teammate Jake Lawrence and hard into the outside wall for the 14. Mike Edwards just got obliterated, lost the whole front of the truck. So far it was still green. He didn't get turned around backwards or anything. Let's see, into the corner. Gets pushed up the hill, and then a little contact to that left rear, and Mikey into the wall hard in the Golden Eagle truck. Gets the meatball there. He's going to have to bring it back down to the pit lane, and we're still green, so unfortunately for him, definitely going to lose a lap. And Trenton backed way off to try and avoid that. He's going to lose the draft, so it's going to screw him over too. I think he saw him wreck and assumed the yellow was coming. Oh, it almost got out there.
Jeremy, I got a little...
Montrose down the hill right towards Jeremy Sher. And we're down to, what, 11 trucks in this lead pack? Mikey's cleared the black flag. Should be down and rolling again, but he's just not going to be fast enough to stay with this group. There's Edwards. He's going to get blown by. Maybe him and Trenton can work together. There's the pack through turns 1 and 2. Should flash by the blue and yellow truck at the exit. There's Mikey.
Yeah, stay low.
And here comes the field. Told him to stay low. Let's see if Trent picks him up or not. Trenton actually got back to the draft somehow. So that's impressive. Mikey trying his best. He's going to try to hang on to Trenton here. Watch Logan Pugh up at the front. Mikey doesn't hang on. He's going to go 2 laps down, and that's just not good. Not good in the... No, my gosh, we're going 3 wide with 10 trucks on the track. Why? Just why? This is so pointless. Oh my goodness.
Come down, John.
That was terrifying. Well, at least I got that sorted.
Trent, do you have a faster pair left?
Negative.
So you're just chilling, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Correct.
Oh, Gatlin! Oh, Matt Benke! Oh, John! Kelly Hyatt! There's our 3rd caution. We're running out of
I
trucks.
should have been further back.
I've never been so happy to get a Ghost 4X in my entire life.
I think that was TJ Floyd. Matt Benke gets in the outside wall, bounces down into the 26 and the 00. Colin T gets in there. I think Ethan right in the soup there. Colin T comes across the nose of Ethan. Once again, the Budweiser truck has front end damage. Doesn't look bad again. Nope, and got a meatball here. Mike Edwards. Oh, goes through the grass. I should have been his lucky dog. He just doesn't slow down and costs himself the lucky dog. Wow, Mikey. Yikes.
Switch size.
Hey, Swiss.
Does Mikey lose his lucky dog for going through the grass? Yes.
I just had it and the 54 tap made it, took it away.
Better be right. That's the wrong button.
Thank you.
You little shit.
It's Ian mad about the race off the pit lane.
I pretty much risked the penalty to try and get in front of you, Jake, and I still didn't do it. Yeah. You know, I was like,
You gotta be quicker than that.
trying to make it exciting for the TV.
It was nice. It was nice to have a race off the pit lane there.
God, unsafe exit. What a fuck. I guess I'm topping off.
I have no idea where you got that unsafe exit, unless you were too far to the left coming out.
Was it really that? That's nuts.
It's the only thing I can figure. You're below the line all the way around. I have no idea what would have given you that.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know what was going on.
Poor Ethan got run over.
I was actually trying to get out of your way.
John Taylor already used his fast repair. Had to come down and get as much damage fixed as he could. Mikey took the fast repair. Got the lucky dog. Okay, Hyatt, lots of damage to fix. Still not used the fast repair in the 26 truck. So they're planning on wrecking some more with not many trucks out there. I'm impressed with their ability to crash with only 13 trucks. It's just damn impressive in the worst way. Logan Pugh, Jake Lawrence, Jeremy Scheer, Gatlin Downey, TJ Floyd, Matt Menke. These 6 trucks ready to rock and roll. Trenton on and off the pit lane. Filled up the tank. Wanted to be towards the back. He'll come out 7th. Montrose has the penalty. He'll go to the tail of the field anyway. John Taylor hits the wall.
Yeah.
And JR needs to get that wheel fixed. I need him back.
How about a booties, everybody? Do that for me, Jake.
I like boobies.
That's much better.
That's a close second. Thank you.
Well, all right. Heading into 3. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna just munch a little pizza while we wait. It's delicious too. Okay. Scott said Mikey's drive through the grass was an interesting take on the triangle. And here we go. Logan Pugh, Jake Lawrence, your partner.
Oh, good night. Thanks for letting me know.
Logan gets us going. He's going around, Scott. Jake Lawrence, Jeremy Scheer. We got a short field here, but hopefully we stop crashing. Gatlin Downey trying to push Jake. Looking in the middle. Now goes to the bottom. Push Scheer. Gets down in front of TJ. Scheer's going to move up in front of Jake. Those 2 teammates going to try to work together with Mikey. Ethan's going to join him. And we get a blink out of Scheer. Scary. Hard to push a truck when you can't see it. Colin Teague's going to go to the top in the old Country Time Lemonade looking machine. That's what it's going to be called. That yellow and paint. Just makes me think Country Time Lemonade. Alright, so 10 tenths plus Ethan. First 4 trucks outside. Oh, they're checking up inside. 01 checked up. 05 got in the back. TJ Floyd got in the back and that allows Scheer to get out in front. I think they got a little loose going through the tri-oval. It is bumpy Daytona. These trucks not handling great. Closing on halfway. Almost everyone in the race will get a point. That's fun. Uh-oh. Mikey got way sideways and saved it. Hell of a save for Mike Edwards there. That truck was headed to the wall. Thought we were getting another caution. Jeremy Scheer is another one of those drivers that I could be quite happy to see get a win. Long-time SRL driver. Up there in the lead, now in the 15, running that high lane with a couple teammates, Jake Lawrence and Mike Edwards. They clear to the bottom, leave Mikey to the top with Ethan, Colin Teague, Kelly Hyatt looking to go up there. Everyone's still in the lead lap and in the lead pack. John Taylor, I'm amazed this truck can keep up. That front end is beat to shit in that 00. Aerodynamics, hugely important here. Scheer out front of Lawrence. Mike Edwards. Oh, Gatlin Downey gets down on the grass. So we can get onto the track smoothly and not smack anybody. Everyone gives room. Nicely done. Oh my gosh. Colin Teague just about turned the 0-1.
All good. We didn't crash.
And Logan apologized. He must have checked up right on Colin's nose. Looks like almost everyone stays here. These groups going to struggle. They're losing ground quickly. Gatlin's going to have to push the heck out of that 00 to stay in the draft. 00's very beat up. That's Gatlin's only chance to catch him back up, unless Gatlin gets in front. But if they do that, they might lose the draft. Tough call back there. Edwards surges out ahead with Ethan Evers' push and Logan Pugh. Mikey could drop down in front of his teammates, but tagging with his former teammate, Ethan Evers, on the top line. Down the backstretch we go. Into turn number 3 on lap 27.60. Start jostling for those stage points here. Shearer surges ahead on the inside lane. Ethan's honorary member. There you go. How are we looking on fuel, Cody? The 10-10 squad, about how many laps do we got? $25-ish from here? Or 25-ish total? On a tank, okay. And we're 7 into this run. So about 18 laps. About 46-ish. Shearer picks up another lap led. 10-10ths. 1, 2, 3, and honorary member Ethan Evers in 4. Colin Teague, Logan Pugh, 5th and 6th. Oh, we're 3 wide at the back of the pack. Why? Fortunately, they were able to catch back up at least. John Taylor, that very damaged truck, able to bring Gatlin Downey back to the pack. All 13 trucks on the lead lap. All 13 trucks in this pack. Now we're 3 wide as we're getting ready to go for stage points. Ethan drops back. Logan Pugh drops back. Jeremy Shearer surges out front. Colin Teague down there with him now. Matt Benke running fourth, battling Mike Edwards. Trenton's up in the mix, right where he didn't want to be with the damaged truck, but he wants to pick up these stage points. Into this lap, we'll give him out. Colin Teague gets a shot from Matt Benke. Trenton goes onto the apron after a shot from Ian Montrose. They're going to have to get back up on track. Trenton probably pretty scared after that one. He'll probably hang out in the back and not worry about stage points now. We're still in 9th, so he can still get 2 there. We got one truck splitting out to the top by themselves. That is Gatlin Downey. Going to go 3 wide by himself. TJ Floyd, Mike Edwards stay in the middle. Nobody goes with the 05. The 05 gets up into the outside wall. Please don't rip it left. Fortunately, saves that race truck. Oh, we're wrecking coming to the line. Jake Lawrence goes around. Jeremy Shearer will be the one first to the line for the stage points. Oh my gosh, TJ Floyd crashing like hell. Ethan Evers, I'm pretty sure, crashed like hell. That got crazy at the end. Well, there's how your points come out. Trenton gets 1. TJ Floyd getting pushed across the line, gets to the wall and just starts spinning like a top. And look at Ethan Evers doing a handstand. Trenton gets a piece in there. Here comes the 26 back up into the 8.
Not really sure what happened there.
I don't think any of us are. We need to back it up further. TJ Floyd running in the middle here. Oh, little contact there with Gatlin. Gets up to the outside wall. Kelly Hyatt right on the back bumper of TJ. TJ gets about out of shape. Goes down into the 54. They go across the line sideways. Logan and Ethan have meatballs. Fortunately, they both have fast repairs.
I'm not really sure who was behind me or who was on top of me, but I just got straight.
Gatlin Downey to the outside. Going to be a little contact here. Between the 49 05. 05 goes up to the wall. Hyatt behind the 49. Pugh behind Hyatt. That was weird. Watch it again. I don't think anyone touches TJ. TJ's just chilling right there and just starts wobbling. Best I can tell, TJ just kind of loses it. See if there's contact from the 26th there. Let's see. Let's bring out our fancy camera toys. Come on. Come. There we go. Now we'll pull this over to the side and see if we have contact.
My crew was looking at me like I was a dumbass because I couldn't make it to my pit.
Not really. Just kind of on his own. Turns down, get loose, right behind
back,
Edwards.
Gatlin, that looks like that was my fault in the corner there. Just followed too much.
Nice. How that one unfolded. Who was the other one in there? Jake Lawrence. Jake Lawrence in the 68 going around. All right, let's get this back where it goes. We might need this later. Alright. Get that out the way. And bring this out the way. And go. Taking the 68. Almost blows over. Back in, started to lift. Logan Pugh is in there. Trenton gets caught up in that one. Didn't see Trenton hit too hard, but he does have a right front pushed in. That's going to be a lot of fast repairs for sure. Well, alright. Get this thing back live. See who's had to burn him. TJ still taking damage repair. Field's approaching. He's going to have to leave soon. Colin Teague down and away. 54 truck fixed as much damage as they could. Still got the big dent in the back end, but that's not a problem. Kelly Hyatt truck torn all to shit. Still has a fast repair. I think they'll going to want to use it there. That is a very torn up race truck. Trenton Sneed. Looks like they got that fender pulled back out. 81 in good shape. Ethan Evers sitting on the apron. Had to use a fast repair for the 8. No surprise there. Yeah. Cody saying Kelly Hyatt's truck looked like it's been to Martinsville. That is so true. I think Ethan wants to pit and is waiting for said 26 truck. There you go. Hyatt back on the pit lane. Gatlin Downey back on the pit lane. Says the stop is over for Gatlin. There we go. Oof. That right there is how I got crashed on Wednesday night. I crashed in the pit lane. Truck came out right beside me. So Logan Pugh, through all that, is your race leader on the back stretch. John Taylor in second. that truck beat all to hell. John did as much repair as he could. 37 seconds on the pit box. Trenton Sneed running third had a minute stay on the pit lane. Matt Benke also a minute on the pit lane. Colin Teague a minute on the pit lane. No one has undamaged trucks in the top 5 except Logan. I think it's okay. The fast repairs still having them. Matt Benke has one. Ian Montrose has one. Gatlin Downey and TJ Floyd. So Kelly Hyatt used theirs. That truck no longer looks like it's been to Martinsville. 4 trucks still have one. Matt Benke, Ian Montrose, Gatlin Downey, and TJ Floyd. 4 of the 13. Rolling through turns 3 and 4. Everyone's getting caught back up. Kelly Hyatt, the last of those 13 truck gaining back up there. A lot of trucks on the inside as they came back down. Who's got no front end? Is that TJ Floyd? TJ has no front end at all. Oh my goodness. Dalton, I'll sell my fast repair. Well, all right. Logan Pugh, John Taylor, Matt Benke. Logan gets out to a huge jump. John Taylor gets down behind him. Trenton following along in the 81. Oh, Mikey gets bumped and turned and they're dead again. Oh my gosh. 5th caution already. Like our 7th crash. Mike Edwards is junked. And he's already used his fast repair, so that's night over for Mikey. Montrose still has a repair. TJ Floyd, he's okay. Colin Teague's used his fast repair. That's night over for Colin as well. And now he's going to have to take a tow on top of it. Mikey already towed. Colin's going to have to. TJ driving it back. Well, what happened here? That's crazy. There's so few trucks and we're still driving like nincompoops. This is probably one of our worst races of the season. There they go up front. Oh, Colin Teague and Mike Edwards. All right, let's go to Colin. Mikey checks up a little bit. Colin gets in the back of him. Ian's involved. Ian will probably need the fast repair now. Nose is gone off that truck. They check up. As everyone's trying to get to the bottom, nobody wanted to be up top. And they catch Logan Pugh. So John checks up, Trenton checks up. Mikey tries to get in and check up at the same time. Then Colin Teague just not enough time to check up and get in there.
How many barrel rolls did you do in the end, Colin?
Mikey's truck sits on the pit lane. Colin Teague getting pushed back. Gallon Downey. Wow. Well, Logan Pugh's your leader. Everyone else coming down the pit lane. Wonder if John still has some damage to fix up on that 00. It's a little crinkled. Let's see if he does damage repair or fuel only. You know, Gatlin is pushing Colin Teague around. Mikey is out of the race 13th. That's what I'm saying, Hayes. You would think this would go very green, and it is very much not. Very, very much not. Jeremy Scherer down and away with, looks like 4 tires and fuel. Ian Montrose obviously going to try to fix this one up. Still hasn't used the fast repair. I don't know, Ian. This is a lot of damage to fix if you're going to try to stay on that one. TJ Floyd, no front end. Still trying to save his fast repair. At some point, you got to use it, right? Gatlin gets to his box. Sends Colin off to his. Colin has the meatball. Check for damage. Pugh looks alright. Hyatt looks okay. Trenton looks good. Jake's doing alright. John Taylor, they've pulled and pulled and pulled on those fenders, and at least you can't see the tires anymore. Still obviously quite broken. Bent up. Crinkled. Running 5th. Matt Mankey looking alright out there in the Metro truck. All those trucks took fuel only. Ethan came down, used his fast repair, 4 tires, fuel for the 8 truck. They might be able to make it from here. I heard of 25-ish laps. And we are on lap 36, 25 to go. So, interesting. Jeremy Scherer, 8th. Ian Montrose. Gatlin Downey goes by Ian. Back out onto the track. Ian's nose is looking a lot better than it was a minute ago. He'll go down and away to stay on a lead lap. Definitely a demolition derby tonight. It's crazy. I don't understand what got into him tonight. Small field. They're like, all right, let's run like idiots. It's bad. Bad. If you're wondering where I went, I had more pizza. 3 wide for last year bust. Seems like it's got. I don't know what's gotten into him. It's been brutal. Absolutely brutal. Well, there's 7 trucks. I'm waiting for the rest of them to catch up. Here's Trenton. Here's Gatlin. Here comes CJ. That truck's in rough shape. I don't know if I'm DJ, I probably would have taken that repair. That thing's brutal. Ian still saved his, but his truck looks okay. I think Ian will have more speed than TJ will here. Colin has the meatball sitting on the pit lane, so 11 on the track. Demolition of derbies, last man standing. That's what it feels like tonight. Pace car going to make that sharp left. Logan Pugh, pole sitter, out in front. Kelly Hyatt second, teammates. Jake Lawrence up there with no teammates at the moment. Outside line dropped in. Kelly Hyatt tucks behind Logan Pugh. Jake Lawrence going to have John Taylor behind. We go single file through the top four. That Binky, rear end of that truck pushed in. Front end looks all right on that 35, but the back end not so much. And we're 3 wide, because why not? 11 trucks on the racing surface, and 3 of them wanted to go side by side. Ethan did not like that since he's used his fast repair, so he drops in behind the 05 Gatlin Dowley and then drops to the inside lane. Can we go green to the end? The guys in the back going to give line and ride for a bit, looks like, with the fast repairs gone. Montrose, TJ Floyd, Colin Teague's on the pit lane. TJ not able to keep up. Didn't think he'd be able to with that truck. It's just not looking good for TJ. He's going to start losing the drafts. John Taylor doesn't want to sit around and ride. He pops up at the top. 00 Corona truck. Having a good Friday night. Corona sounds like a good time right now. Matt Benke on the inside of Taylor. Trying to use the draft off 68 Lawrence to pull back up there. Cliff says no. It's been rough on Cliff. Be glad you aren't in this one. People driving dumb. Or maybe we need you in there to be the enforcer for stupidity. Logan continues to lead, and Matt Benke leads pack 2. And Jerry Scherer pops to the outside. We'll take Ian Montrose with him. Be glad you're not in this one. It's been dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. How's your Friday been, Clifford? Sheer around the outside. Should we do something like Friday Fun Night today? I don't know. I think it could be fun. Do some stupid races. Sheer with the push from Montrose. Challenging for the lead. Ian gets a bit out of shape there on the one, but saves it. And 10 trucks in this lead pack. Trenton hanging out in the back. Already uses fast repair. Ethan Evers back up to 5th. Kelly Hyatt tagging the apron there. $19 to go. Finally under 20. Oh my gosh, look at him dancing around over the bumps. And the crazy thing, the bumps haven't caused much of the incidents tonight. Much of it has been people just bad pushes. Drive the fire truck? Fun. What kind of actions at Sobo? Scheer pushed out by Montrose out into the lead. Scheer staying up there with him. We'll try to pull Montrose out. Ethan's up there as well in the 8. Soon we'll have Cliff the firefighter. He's a volunteer, or I know you're retarded. Woo! Jimmy Scheer about got split 3 wide. Almost made contact with Logan Pugh.
I felt comfortable, Trenton. Now I'm not feeling comfortable.
Ethan, not feeling as
Brown
comfortable.
pants
On a Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I've got coming back here. Just kind of running both lanes and see what's actually going on. Well, I was.
Ethan dropped back behind Trenton. John Taylor back there. Leave 6 trucks side by side. That's plenty to wreck. And they are catching TJ Floyd. TJ drops down to the bottom. TJ did come down and get that fast repair. It's a little too late. Got a lap down now. Trenton's testing the waters. He's gone to the top, but he's still pretty far back. Giving himself room. 15 to go. 16 really. 15 and a half. 15 and a quarter. Coming out of turn 4. 15 at the line. Ian leads that lap in the 1. Yeah, Ethan's... you heard him say he's not comfortable. He thinks they're going to wreck again. So he's backed off. Shot to the tail. How we doing, Daddy Evers? We having a good Friday? Ethan's already done a handstand in the truck today. I don't think he's too eager to crash again. Already used the fast repair. Brenton's backed off again, tucked in behind Matt Banky. John Taylor trying to pass him on the outside. Jake Lawrence gets pushed to the lead. Drops down to the bottom in front of Gatlin Downey, leaving the 01 and the 26 to the top. Ian Montrose dancing up the hill, nearly gets into Kelly Hyatt. They're trying for caution number 6 or 7. I've lost track. Everyone on track is here in this pack, including the lap truck of TJ Floyd at the back of this group. Logan Pugh out in front with the push from Kelly Hyatt as the outside line once again able to move to the lead. Bumpy Daytona, that tends to be the strategy. See Trenton and Ethan are caught back up. Starting to test the waters a little bit, the laps winding down. Should be okay on fuel for everybody. Maybe not Logan Pugh. I heard it was 25-ish on the fuel, and he is about 9 away from hitting that, so he'd be 4 laps short if that number is dead on, but we did have the caution in there. We'll see. See who can make it. Kelly Hyatt running third, pushing Logan Pugh out to the lead. John Taylor right in front of Ian Montrose. This Has been a bad recipe earlier. John Taylor in the wall again. Don't rip it left. Of course, everyone gave John plenty of room. John, relatively new to iRacing, did not rip it left. Truck probably going to lose the draft, though. Jake Lawrence surges ahead with the push from Gatlin Downey. Gatlin going to move up to the outside. Gatlin wants to go back out front. 05 leads that lap. 05-01 pushing on the outside. Matt Benke gets out of shape on that inside lane. Never good to see a train derail like that. Gatlin is clear. See if he drops to the bottom or stays high. Thought about going to the bottom. Don't know if Jake moved down in response to that or if Jake got pushed down in response to that. We're going to go 3 wide. Gatlin into the sucker hole in the middle. Montro's going to drop down and push the 05. Leave the 26 out to dry on the top. Then the 26 has a blink right in the middle of that. That's terrifying. Montro's now all the way to the bottom. Where to get away from that? Trenton and Ethan still watching. 10 to go. Daytona. Bumpy Daytona at that. Logan Pugh, Jake Lawrence, Gatlin Downey, Jeremy Shearer, Kelly Hyatt, Matt Benke, Ian Montrose. And still the spectators, Trenton Steed and Ethan Evers, 8th and 9th, trying to play it smart and have a truck left. Gatlin Downey, he don't care. He's got a fast repair still. Ian Montrose, Matt Benke, they have fast repair still. 3 trucks left with the quick repair. They can crash them up and still be okay. Come down and get a new truck. Nine laps remaining from Daytona Beach, Florida. Logan Pugh adds another to the lap count. You see in the background, John Taylor in 10th has indeed lost the lead draft. Logan Pugh up top. Jake Lawrence down low. Gatlin Downey and Shearer, row 2. Row 3 is Benke and Kelly Hyatt. And Benke, that rear end torn all to hell like that. I am impressed. That truck is not harder to handle. Especially if you get a bump from somebody. Ethan decided to push up into the pack. 8 laps to go. This is when the wreck becomes more likely. People trying really hard at the end of the race to try and make moves as they rode in the back. 9 lead drop trucks in this group. TJ Floyd's backed off to just hang on to the draft. Let everybody else fight it out. Ian looking to the top line. Sides against that move for now. Kelly Hyatt dancing all about in the 26. Uh-oh. Inside lane, Jake Lawrence gets out of shape. Oh, they're trying to wreck. Jeremy Shearer bounced off Gatlin Downey, but they saved it. That had to scare Trenton and Ethan pretty good. Inside lane just falls all apart after that. Logan Pugh will push out to the lead. Gatlin Downey gets in there. Here comes Kelly Hyatt to the inside. 26 of Hyatt. Right around the yellow line. Hyatt trying to become the 4th different driver to win in the number 26 in SRL. There's a reason why I know that. There's another one in this race. Ethan Evers is one in the 26, riding in the 7th spot. Across the line, it'll be another lap led for Logan Pugh. Teammate Kelly Hyatt leading the inside line, so those are teammates leading each lane. Outside getting an advantage here. Kelly Hyatt bouncing all over the place in the 26. You see the bumps upsetting that black, red, and yellow machine. Got one in the middle. That looks like Ian Montrose. Little tag to Logan Pugh as they shuffle out Gatlin Downey. They go 4 wide briefly as Kelly Hyatt was all the way down on the apron. That truck may lose the draft. Ian Montrose slides up the hill into Gatlin Downey. Downey bounces off the fence. And Jake Lawrence is sliding side to side at the front of the field. Oh, there goes the 15 of Shearer into the 05. Matt Benke gets a piece. Ethan makes it through. Trenton goes to the pit lane to avoid everything. We'll clear Gatlin's flag there. That took care of it. There we go. Drivers being that quiet? They really are. Wow. Okay. John Taylor, good for him. Gets to catch back up to the field. Check in on Gatlin. We're getting all kinds of squirrely on the inside. Then Jerry Shearer, I think, gets a touch from Matt Benke. Get the drone out here. We can dissect what happened. See a big wiggle out of Jake, gets all out of shape. Then Matt Benke gets into the 15 Shearer, turns him into Gatlin. Then Benke collects the 05. 05 goes into the pit lane, and then things go dark. Trenton to the pit lane to avoid the shenanigans. He had a face full of Jeremy Shearer there. Give him a little tap. He ought to be able to pull the fender back out there. Pull the nose cone back out. And check in on Ethan. Both of these guys were the ones trying to stay the hell away from everything. Ethan then gets up into the mix. Drops down in front of Trent. Gets in the back of Matt after Matt got into the 15. And Matt gets into the 15 again. So the push from Ethan shoves Matt forward. And then Matt had plenty of time not to run into the 15 from that. But he chose not to. And yeah.
Coming high. Lucky dog coming high.
TJ Floyd back on the lead lap. And with the brand new race truck, he'll be back in the action.
I thought the pace car was going to block you, man.
Pace car at the defensive line on TJ Floyd. Don't get your lap back. So it is Logan Pugh, Ian Montrose, Jake Lawrence, Ethan Evers, Kelly Hyatt. Those are the 5. Lined up with no damage. Matt Benke has taken the faster pair, 4 tires and fuel for the 35 team. John Taylor, 4 tires and fuel. Truck's about as good as the team can get it. Trenton, taking damage pair, trying to pull the nose back out. He'll probably let him work on it right up until the pace truck gets there. Gatlin Downey down and away in the 05. 42 seconds to damage repair. TJ Floyd's your lucky dog. He'll have to drop the tail of the lead lap. Tail of the field, excuse me. There is Trenton. Currently in 10th. 54 seconds to pull the nose out. And it looks pretty good. Trenton ought to be in contention here. It feels like he's had as many cautions as trucks in the race, yes, but I think it's 7 or 8. It's about half. Shearer down and away. 1:30 repair on this 15. He had quite a lot of work to do, but it looks pretty decent. Team did a good job. See, it's still a little pushed in on the right front, but a lot better than it was. Colin Teague, 20 minutes of counting, still working on that blown motor. Surprised he is still here. All right, lights out on the pace car. 1 lap to green. It'll be the 1 and the 01 on the front row. Montrose and Pugh. Jake Lawrence and Ethan Evers, row number 2. Row 3, Hyatt and Benke. Row 4, Taylor and Downey. Row 5, Sneed and Floyd. And then Jeremy Shearer bringing up the tail. He's got a ways to go to catch up, but it's a big track. He'll get there. Just because. Right along. This is the most annoying thing about this truck. If you've never driven this, That bar is right in your damn way. So annoying. Catching up to the tail of the field as they are middle backstretch. As he was just out the pits, he may have to stay behind TJ Floyd. Let's see where it lines him up. Nope, letting him go on up there. Well, all right. We are headed to natural green-white checker, which means we'll still have 3 in play. Oh my gosh. Could get 4 green-white checkers out of this. Ethan finds himself in 4th spot, second truck outside line. He's been hiding most of the race, trying to preserve his truck that's already on the faster pair. This is when things are going to get really nuts. Pace car is off. Pugh and Montrose, our pole sitter. Logan Pugh going to clear. Where does he decide to go? Ian's closer. It's going to move up to the top. Where's Ian going to go? They're going to check up hard. It's going to allow Jake Lortz momentum on the inside lane. I think Ian really thought that was coming. He had to check up pretty big. I think it was Jake Lortz to the inside. Kelly Hyatt down there. Matt Benke. Looks like Matt's team pulled that right rear out a little bit. Maybe that truck will be a little more stable now. Do we make it to the white flag? Find out in half a lap as they roar down the backstretch. We get a 3 wide in the back. John Taylor to the outside of Trenton Sneed. Doesn't work out. Now TJ Floyd's going to try to go to the middle as we come off turn number 4. I believe John catched the wall there a little bit. Trenton looking to the middle. We about got Ethan there. White flag is out. Last lap from Daytona Beach, Florida. Logan Pugh well out in front in the 01. Ian Montrose trying to find a way by. Jake Lortz on the bottom. They're 3 wide for the race lead. Ian gets up and into Logan Pugh a little bit. They hang on to it. Ethan bounces it around the middle. Trenton's in the middle. Kelly Hyatt towards Ian. Unfortunately, Ian was clear of the outside lane. Goes up to the top. Now back down in front of the 8. Meanwhile, Jake Lawrence is getting the push from Kelly Hyatt. Jake out in front. Hyatt to the back bumper of Lawrence, giving him a push into turn 3. They're getting squirrely at the back. Fortunately, they all save it. Jake Lawrence getting the push from Hyatt. Ethan not quite on Ian yet. The outside should get a decent run here. And Kelly Hyatt looks to the inside of Jake Lawrence. Lawrence is going to get turned. Ian Montrose is going around. And it is Ethan Evers at the line. I'm pretty sure the 8 truck just won that race in the air backwards. Let's go back and look at it at the line.
Die in a fucking pit.
I am pretty sure this is going to be Ethan Evers at the line backwards in the air. And there you go. Ethan Evers, Trenton Sneed, Ian Montrose, your top 3. Wow.
Yeah, you've wrecked me about 10,000 times. I've never paid you back, and that's what you do to me, you fucking idiot.
Wow, well, now we got angry drivers.
I need to see a replay. That shit happened so fast. I don't even know what happened.
We're showing it. We're going to have to get a lower angle to see if Trenton does beat Ian, but I think he did. And the scoring is showing it different.
Twice, so you're lucky I didn't rank you twice, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You took a lot for granted, dude.
Yeah.
It's just hard racing, but there's no need to threaten people's lives, dude. So, I don't know what your problem is.
There's never a reason to threaten a person's life, right, Neo?
Yeah, I owe you about 5 wrecks, so watch out.
Wow. Why are they so mad? Can't we all just get along?
Sorry for turning you there, Ian. I didn't realize I got you sideways.
I don't want to look under there. I want to make sure Trenton gets there. How can we tell? Let's get over here. Can't tell.
Yeah, on that note, sorry for that last second hook there, Ethan. I didn't realize I got hooked on the left rear. I think it was almost a net code. He getting hooked right into you. That was fucking mental.
Yep.
Very.
There you go. Trenton does get second over Ian. My goodness. So that'll be Ethan Trenton.
Back on the track just obliterated my chances of a podium.
Let's go get Ethan and have a chat with our race winner.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Sorry, TJ. I was wrecking. I swear I didn't just turn back
Ethan.
up there to take anybody out. I just got off line, and when I put the grab, I just had nothing.
Can't mute them until I take that down. Now we can talk to Ethan. Where is Ethan? He's down in 10/10, being that guy, not waiting in the waiting room. Do you know what a waiting room is?
Sorry, I was looking at a replay. I was trying to figure out what the fuck happened.
The fuck happened is you won the race.
Yeah, but how?
By being the first truck across the finish line.
Yeah, I was planning on pushing Ian there, and I don't know how I got him sideways, so I was trying to learn.
Well, you get the win. Trenton will be second. Ian will be third. What a finish.
Yeah, at least Ian got second.
Third.
Oh, mine says second.
Well, it says second, but we're looking at the picture right now, and Trenton is clearly ahead of him.
Oh, okay. Well, at least he got a podium. That was wild to be 15 people, or how many ever showed up.
Technically 13, because the 3 of them were starting parks.
And I feel like we had the most wrecks ever.
It was the most wrecks this season.
That is wild.
Yep.
Are we just shitty drivers?
Apparently.
Well, I'm sorry for everybody that had to watch that travesty.
At least you get to win there at the end. Your dad said he was expecting you to win, but not quite like that.
Yeah. Still apologies to Ian. I was planning on pushing him across the line there. Disappointed in that win, to be honest with you.
You're disappointed in winning because you won? Okay.
Yeah, I don't like winning that way. You know, if I'm better, I'm better. But if I wreck somebody, I feel bad.
Well, did you actually cause the wreck?
I'm thinking I did because he got loose when I bumped him.
They were 3 wide. I didn't know you had any part of this. Let's watch it.
The one when I turned to 1.
Oh yeah, you got the 1 out of shape as the 68 and 26 are wrecking at the same time. Yep. That's wild.
I don't know if he was trying to go down thinking he was going to side draft them, not realizing they were being turned as I'm coming up to push him. You know? I don't know. There's a lot going on.
Was a lot going on. Well, at the end of the day, you're the winner. You got the friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for your victory here tonight.
Shout out to 10/10 for letting me hang out with them tonight, and shout out to Gearheads for always letting me be a part of their team, you know.
Yeah, you're becoming the next Hayden with 82 different teams.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. They dragged me into their team.
You're winning.
Hayden voluntarily goes to their team.
I think you're the first person to win upside down, backwards, and in the air.
Yeah, imagine that. Like, I was like, did I even win? Because it said I won.
Yeah, your butt was the first one across the line.
Hell yeah. Look, Trent might have beat me. You don't know.
He didn't.
He didn't?
No, he was pushing you along.
Oh, well, thanks to Trenton for toting me across.
Yep. And you saved Trenton from losing second.
Oh.
He was about to turn left, and your truck was there, and you pushed him back up to the outside, and he straightened it out and finished second.
Well, I guess 2 Silverados are better than 1.
Yeah, that's true. You'll find that in most cases.
All right, well.
Friends, family, sponsor shout-outs. Go.
What?
Friends, family, sponsor shout-outs.
I already did that.
No.
Oh, all right. Well, shout out to everybody that watched me finish upside down or backwards on top of a car, and Gearhead and 10/10. And then Golden Eagle for sponsoring us.
There we go.
Yay.
That's it? None of your other sponsors?
No, I don't have any other sponsors.
Wow. You used to have a bunch.
Yeah. Well, shit happens.
All right, man. How about your podcast?
Yeah, so shout out to our podcast that hopefully is going to start one day. We have no idea. My sister's in training right now. She's going to be a co-host of that podcast, so just waiting on her to get done with her training for a new job, and then it'll be a stay-at-home job, so you don't have to worry about after this training. So
I know it's been a while, but I'm trying to help you out here with the victory celebrations.
Yeah, well, I don't feel good about this one, you know? Usually I'm pumped about them. This one, I don't feel good about it.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. It's totally fair. All right. Well, congrats on the victory anyway. And good run. How about that? We'll give you that one. You had the good run without it. So you had some good run. And yeah, get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your night. And,
all right, man. Appreciate it.
Are you off?
No, I have to work all weekend.
Ugh. All right. Well, enjoy your work then.
See you Sunday.
Later. Yeah. Bring in Ian Machos. See if he's hanging out in the waiting room. He is. What a good fella that Ian is. Ian, DG, you got a copy?
Hey.
Well, looks like you got third there, leading coming to the line. How did it unfold from your perspective?
It says second on my screen, but
It
maybe
does
I'm
say
wrong.
it, but it's not right. When
Weird.
trucks get sideways and
Yeah, I
backwards
mean,
at the line, it messes up.
Me and Trent were like looking at the replay, like, how did I beat? There's no way I beat you, because we were looking at it and like his nose is definitely a couple of inches,
Yeah.
a couple of inches ahead. So,
Yeah. He very clearly, definitively pictured to beat you. We've had that before. Actually, the very first ASMR league race I was ever in with Mike Christopher. Mike Christopher was credited with second, but he actually won the race when we went back and looked at the replays because they were crashing across the line.
Isn't it where the GPS box is in the car? I don't know what it is, but either way, it was crazy. I thought I was going to win that. Got a gnarly push from Ethan. So, but yeah, I know. It was a really demanding race, like just all the bumps and everything. But cool to still bring it back as me and Trent to bring it back P2 and through P3, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, so what was it like out there? Why was there so much crashing, do you think? It was crazy.
Honestly, I think it's because the field was so small. Everybody, if you're either up to like P10, like anybody has a shot at making their way to the lead if they get a run, and that's what people were getting. So, it's funny. I think Logan Pugh just wanted me to sit behind him and just do nothing. So I guess that's what racing is now. We just sort of, if you're on the second row and in a position to try to win, you shouldn't do anything. We should just sit and enjoy the view, I guess. So,
unless they are the one in your position, and then it's different.
No, how many times have I been wrecked at the friggin' Superspeedway? Like, it's just racing. It's Superspeedway racing. That's what this series is about. So if you get run with a lap or 2 laps to go, you got to take it. So, no hard feelings, but I think you got to, again, people get too personal all the time in this league. People gotta chill out. It's Friday night, chill out.
A lot of people forget this is supposed to be fun.
Yeah. No. There's money on the line apparently, or something. I don't know.
Right? Hell if I know.
Something bad's gonna happen or something. I don't know.
Crazy. All right, man. Well, congrats on that third place finish. Get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We appreciate you.
I want this to go to a tribunal. It depends on the angle. All right, like.
It doesn't.
Good job to everybody tonight. It was fun. Shout out to C2X. Shout out to you. Shout out to
Golden Eagle?
Is the Golden Eagle? Yes, Golden Eagle. Shout out to them and that therapy goodness. So yeah, have a good weekend, brother. I'll see you on Sunday.
Everybody, take care. See you Sunday. Bring in Mr. Trenton. Trenton DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, congrats on your P2 finish there. Pretty wild into that race. How was it out there? Wait, what? I figured you were looking at the replay 100 times. You clearly crossed the line before Ian.
Okay, I was about to say, is it really broken? Is it saying I don't know what the hell that was. The last 100 yards of this race can only be described with 2 words, and that's
what fuck?
Holy shit!
I think what fuck would be better.
Too. I mean, that one of the two. That was probably the most aggressive I think I've ever been in a real checker in my life.
Perfect
the
job.
amount of times I've just willingly thrown it up the middle, I can probably count on one hand. But I told Ian, I'm going to try and get to you, and that didn't pan out.
Well, you got to him through Ethan's truck.
Yeah, that. I felt bad, because I thought, I was like, damn, I just wrecked Ethan. I feel like a complete dick now. I know we, bumped, twice, going up the middle, but I was able to not completely spin around. I was like, oh, don't wreck anyone. You can go up the middle. Just don't be a complete ass and wreck the field. And then I hit them, got off of them, and then at the same time, they were wrecking on my bottom. I think I got neck right back into him. And I didn't realize he won the race until kind of after I was like, I'm sorry I hooked you there. And I saw he won. I was like, oh, well, he probably don't give 2 shits about that. He's probably drinking a case of Budweiser.
He was upset that he wrecked Ian, actually.
Yeah, that was...
He wasn't too happy with that.
Yeah, I mean... That was... No one was lifting. I think everyone was pushing. The whole race had been one giant 4X for everyone. I think the entire field... literally, I think the entire field wrecked again at the end of a truck race at a plate track.
Yeah?
We got a new gift now.
I don't know. There's not enough trucks, though.
Yeah, Yeah.
If it was 25-30, it'd be impressive, but it's like 10 of you running at the end.
And hell, 15 trucks, and we have probably one of the most caution-filled Superspeedway races we've had in a bit.
Here, look at my stream. Look at my stream. You'll see that you clearly finished second.
Yeah. Oh no, I saw. That was actually what me and Ian were discussing. Because our first thing, I was like, man, that's like a stupid close finish. I'm dead because Ethan's truck's literally inside my cockpit, so I just got decapitated.
Jeez.
And then I was like, wait, look at how close this shit is. And then Ian pointed out, I was like, wait, you're ahead of me. How are you third? I'm like, how am I third? And we kind of had like a solid 2-minute discussion before he got pulled.
Yeah, supposedly the transponders are in one of the rear tires. I forget which.
What the?
Yeah, I don't know. iRacing does dumb shit. Well, that's why when trucks are sideways and backwards, it does fucking weird shit.
That still don't make any sense, because his rear tire's behind my front end.
Yeah, but his rear tire is ahead of your rear tire, and that's where the transponder is. So because he's backwards.
Oh god, my brain.
Yeah, that's iRacing for you. Because he's backwards, it's showing that he's ahead of you. Crazy finish. Crazy fun finish, though.
Absolutely.
Congrats on that P2.
The damn near death threat they gave him, though. That was kind of fucked up.
Yeah, you know, you get decapitated one race, you just come back, brush it off, race the next one. Alright, man. Hit me with the friends, family, sponsor shoutouts for your P2 finish here tonight.
Oh, well, big thanks to my entire family for watching. I'm sure they got annoyed at watching me just kind of hit everything but the pace car for 2 or 3
What was going on out there? Were they that hard to drive?
I don't know. I mean, I did my classic, go all the way through the grass in like 3 times.
And even a pit road line, yeah.
Yeah, and someone was coming down, and I was like, oh god, they're still coming down. No, and then crunch, there goes my right front. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. But yeah, hopefully they forgive me with a podium. So thanks, Mom, Dad, Sis, Whitley, if you're awake. No, bad. But
it's Friday.
Thanks, Tombstone Game Farm. Yeah, but we didn't win it, so there's no party.
10-4.
But yeah, Sneak Tombstone Game Farm, Training Technologies, Dirty Boys Automotive. If you're in the Anderson, Alabama area, check them out if you need any car repairs. They fixed up the old Camaro after the oil pump went out, and yeah, that sucked. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah,
so
imagine.
Big thanks to the Dirty Boys. All of C2X, Ian and I, we did good. The only 2 C2X drivers got a 2-3 out of the night, so
yeah,
pretty cool. Yeah. Thank God for no podium. Thank you for broadcasting. If I forgot anything, sorry. It's been kind of an overstimulating evening.
Go Golden Eagle out there.
Yeah, big things Golden Eagle, man. Hopefully I can get another one, and I kind of want some more of that caramel corn.
That's good stuff, right?
I can't eat the pecan pies because I'll kind of turn to the Goodyear blimp, so I have to tie fucking around so I don't float off.
Jeez. Alright, man, congrats on that second place finish here tonight. We'll have to adjust that in the standings. Congrats on that. Get on out of here. Enjoy your weekend, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you back here on Monday.
Yes, sir.
Trent Sneed bringing it home P2 tonight, even though the standings say P3. Clearly ahead here in our photographic evidence. This frame and this frame tell the story. He is ahead and ahead on both of those frames as they hit the line. So there you go. Trent Sneed is your P2 finisher tonight. Ian Montrose P3. Who the fuck knows back here? Oh, man. Let's run through and I guess try to figure that out because it's important to people in the points. Oh, that's the other way. We want to go this way. All right. It's going to be Jeremy Sheriff 4th. Let's see what it actually tells us here. It does show Sarah 4th, so that's good. Catlin Downey looks to be 5th here. And it shows Gatlin 5th, so that's good. Logan Pugh 6th, that's right. What's next? What? No, we don't want to go that way. These two. It's going to be tight between TJ and Matt Banky. Matt's the next one across the line. He'll get 7th. TJ Floyd 8th. And then we'll go over to Hyatt and Taylor here. Oh, well. And John stays in it. And John will just get the 9th spot over Kelly Hyatt. And then try to find Jake. Jake, who was angry? I think that was Logan Pugh that was very, very angry. I had to guess. Probably look in the Discord and tell. Jake was leading coming to the line. He's going to be down in 11th. He pirouettes through the grass and eventually crosses the line. And Logan was the angry one, I'm pretty sure. The 0-1. It was Logan or TJ, but I think it was Logan. Couldn't really tell. I guess we could turn the radio back on. Find out that way. I don't know if red is on or red is mute. Matt says it was Logan. There you go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Rick just kept getting worse. Oh man, John Taylor was spinning like a top through there. Oh. Unmute. Try again. Oh, it's because I have the F12 menu camera. Yep, there we go. Now we can unmute.
It.
Whoa. And it's quiet. It's still quiet. Where'd all the angry come? Does red have to be on? I'm so confused. How about now?
Hey Ian, I hope you die in a fucking pit.
Wow. That's a bit much. Die in a what?
Hey Ian, I hope you die in a fucking pit.
In a pit? I don't get it. Mosh pit? Pit road? What are we dying in the pit for? What the fuck? Well, there's a Neo band coming. Perfect. Gotta love that. Well, we'll be 15 trucks next week. Jesus. Let it play. Alright, here we go. Oh, other way.
That was a death threat.
It was. It's definitely a death threat.
Yeah, you've wrecked me about 10,000 times and I've never paid you back, and that's what you do to me, you fucking idiot.
Ethan, quit interrupting.
I need to see a replay. That shit happened so fast. I don't even know what happened.
Well, you blocked poorly twice, so you're lucky I didn't wreck you twice, to be honest with you.